My stepbrother hated my guts, but that never stopped me from clinging to him. He paid me $2,000 to walk home from school without him, $30,000 to transfer out of his class each time, though. I'd eventually find my way back to him after graduation. He wired a huge sum of money into my account. His voice was cold as ice. That's $5 million. Go study abroad. And don't ever show your face in my family's house again. My eyes welled up. I lowered my head and whispered, okay. Yes, he finally took the bait. I walked in on Glenn and the scholarship girl almost kissing in the dim light of the private room. He was slumped wearily in a corner sofa, his eyes closed. The shadows obscured the sharp, handsome lines of his face. A girl in a white dress stood over him, her hands braced on either side of his head. She leaned in tentatively, her face getting closer and closer to his. That's when I pushed the door open. She jumped, whirling around to face me with a panicked look. Her eyes were wide and glistening, like a startled fawn. Alicia. I walked right past her, straight to Glenn. The driver's here for me. Dad told me to bring you home, too. He grabbed his jacket from the sofa, threw it on, and followed me out. The hallway was mostly empty at this hour. He pulled the door shut behind him but didn't move. He just leaned against it, his posture lazy and loose. She was about to kiss me. I said nothing. A note of annoyance crept into his voice. She's shy. It took a lot of courage for her to do that. I unlocked my phone and showed him the time, along with the text from my stepfather. Dad really did tell me to come get you, I explained in a small voice. He glanced at the screen and gave a dismissive grunt. Oh, I'm an adult now. I've graduated. He can't control me anymore. Tattling to him won't do you any good. The swirling, multicolored lights from the club swept over us, illuminating his face. His cheeks were flushed. He was drunk. I clenched the fabric of my sleeves, my voice barely a whisper. But he cut me off. Just go home by yourself. And one more thing. His thumbs tapped rapidly on his phone screen. That's $5 million. Go study abroad. Don't ever show your face in my family's house again. Let's just not see each other anymore. Alicia, I really, truly hate you. He never wanted to see me again. My eyes instantly turned red. I ducked my head, choking back a sob. Okay. Glenn turned, walked back into the private room, and slammed the door shut behind him. I opened my banking app and checked the balance. The number was correct. I couldn't hold it in any longer. I squatted down, clamping a hand over my mouth to stifle a laugh that sounded suspiciously like a sob. Yes, he finally took the bait. Glenn had hated me for a long time. He was convinced that my mother and I were just gold diggers after his family's money. He wasn't wrong. When I was 14, he put 2 lizards in my bed, trying to scare me into leaving. It worked. I burst into tears too. Comfort me. My stepfather gave me some extra allowance. The sight of the money cheered me right up. When I was 16, Glenn and I were placed in the same high school, in the same homeroom. He couldn't stand the thought of it, but he also didn't want our father to punish him and then console me, so he skipped a few steps. $30,000 transfer out of this class freshman year. I left sophomore year. I came back. He never specified a time limit. When I walked back into the classroom with my backpack on, Glenn's face was thunderous. The boy sitting in front of him grinned. Dude, your stepsister is persistent. Glenn's voice was frigid. She is not my sister. A few people snickered knowingly. Glenn's glare found me, his brow furrowed. What will it take for you to just disappear? My eyes welled with tears. Do you really hate me that much? He held up a number of fingers. I bit my lip. Sorry, wrong classroom. I had discovered a gold mine. Glenn was loaded. His mother, who lived abroad, had already paved his entire future for him. When he played golf, I'd tag along as his personal hype squad. Holding his water and his jacket, he'd confront me. I'd just look up at him with stars in my eyes. I'd just admire my big brother. Is that so wrong? He'd send me money. If you have nothing better to do, go shopping. Just stop bothering me. I was more than happy to oblige. I spent over a year sticking to Glenn like glue. Everyone knew about his clingy stepsister. They even made jokes about our complicated